Okay, we'll just wait for a few minutes and then we'll start. Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to the Storytelling and Video Editing Workshop. I'm Nicholas, and I'm here to guide you through this process. We'll be walking through how to create a script for your video, recording your video, and then editing it. Thereafter, we'll learn how to create an awesome thumbnail for you to post and share. Don't worry too much on taking notes. The link for the slides is in the chat right now, and if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the live chat. Okay, let's get started. First, before we even start, it's important to understand why shoot a video. You may be wondering, why can't I just submit my game and code base and be done with the project? Well, a video is an amazing platform to showcase your work. You'll be able to share more on your team, the approach you took, and the challenges you face while embarking on this Gamemakers competition. Not everyone watching may be as knowledgeable as you in code, so this is a good opportunity for you to explain your concepts to them And of course, this is a perfect opportunity to let your creativity run wild. So before we even hit record, let's have our tools prepped and ready to go. So for our editing, we'll be using CapCut. So if you guys have any of your own video editing software, be it Premiere Pro or Windows Movie Maker, feel free to use those if you're comfortable with it. But for the purpose of this, we'll be editing in CapCut. So to download CapCut, what you want to do is to head to www.capcut.com and download the desktop applications. So right now, I'll be walking you through this process. So head on down to www.capcut.com. Here you'll see Edit Video Online and Download for Mac or Windows. Click this button. Once that's done, you should see your downloads starting. Once you begin your download, just hold on first. We'll head back to this later and we'll download the next application first. Yeah, and of course, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave in the live chat. Sherry and I will be explaining them to you. Okay, so while that's downloading, let's download our next application. So we're downloading Loom to record your screen and webcam at the same time for your explainer video. Just like how this live stream is set up. Once you download, you'll be able to record both screen and your camera. So to do so, head on down to www.loom.com/downloads. I'll be walking you through this process as well. So open a new tab, www.loom.com/downloads. Oops. Download without an S. Yep. The link to the downloads are in the chat as well. OBS Studio is for live streaming, but for the purpose of the Gamemakers challenge, we want to record your video. But if you're familiar with OBS Studio to record locally, that works perfectly fine as well. Okay, so once you're at Loom, head on down and download the desktop app. So depending on your software, download the appropriate one, just follow the according steps. I'll give you guys 2 to 3 minutes to download this. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to shoot them in the chat. Okay. Hope everyone has got the opportunity to download Loom. Once that's done, I'll be showing you how to set it up on Mac. For those using Windows, the procedure should look similar. So once you open Loom, you'll be able to see it at the top of your screen. Head back to the screen. You will see at the top of the screen this little icon right here. This is Loom. This is where Loom will reside. For Windows, it should be a standalone application. Open it, and you should be able to see this window. So what I want to do is to make sure that this is screen and camera. This will be recording your entire desktop, so put it as full screen. Your camera, make sure it's your webcam and your mic. To see if your mic is working, you should be able to see a little blue window over here. And for quality, just set to the highest quality available. If you intend to record with a script, you can do so in speaker notes. As you can see, create notes for yourself that won't be seen in your recordings. So click on it, and you'll be able to see your script. Copy paste your script over here, and drag and drop right below your webcam. That when you record, this won't be recorded and you'll be able to read off your script directly. Okay, if you guys have any questions on setting up Loom or CapCut, once again, please feel free to drop them in the live chat. Just hold this screen for about 30 more seconds. Okay, so now we have learned on why we are shooting a video and hopefully have downloaded the necessary softwares. So right now, let's learn how to tell your story. Once again, let your creativity run wild on how you intend to tell your story, and this is a potential guideline that you could follow. In essence, your video should contain an introduction, explanation, elaboration, and conclusion. So through this, you'll be able to introduce your team, the backstory behind your project, to explain the core features of your game and the concepts used in a way that's easily understood by a general audience. Thereafter, you can share the challenges faced and how you overcame those. And end off by sharing your key lessons learned and encouraging users to try your game. So putting that all together, this could be a sample script that you could follow. So for your video, try to aim between 1 to 3 minutes. You want to keep it short and sweet, but also give enough time to explain all your key concepts. Okay, once again, this slide is available in the live chat. Just look at the pinned message. Okay, moving on. We are ready to record. But before that, we got to ensure that you are ready to record. So, a few things to take note. Audio, framing, and background. For your audio, try to find a quiet environment. So somewhere that isn't too noisy, and make sure that your mic making your audio loud and clear. So for your framing, ensure that your camera is close to your eye levels, not too low or not too high. And you should be in front of the camera. Ideally, you shouldn't be talking from the side, from either sides. Just talking straight on will be the most professional on this also. So for your background, choose somewhere that isn't too distracting and make sure that it's well lit also. So ideally, you want to be front lit. So that means being lit from the front compared from lit from the back. So for example, I have a bright window over here, but it might be distracting for the video. So what I do is Try to make sure the lighting is even. You have the lamp at the front, use that to light your face also. So once that's done, once you have your audio, your framing, and your background ready, you're ready to record. So how exactly do you record? Exit my slides, go back to Loom. Once you have all your settings ready over here, hit start recording. I'll just show you a sample. So choose the desktop you want to record on. Give it a while to load. You'll see the countdown starting 3, 2, 1. So this is a sample that we'll be using to edit later. So let's say I make an error here. So let's say I'll cut that part out later. We'll be learning how to cut different parts. And let's say I take a long break over here. We'll be learning how to shorten this gap also. And if you see, when you record, you're also able to drag your camera around. So let's say I have an important code snippet over here. I could pre-drag my camera or I could drag it during the recording also. Okay, so let's say you're done with recording. Head on over to the side. You'll see this red stop button. Hit on stop. And you'll see a new link pop up. This will be the Loom link. And once that's done, you'll hit these 3 little dots over here, the more actions. Press on download. If you're unable to download, the video could be still processing. Give you a couple of seconds and refresh the page. Yep, so you can see you're able to download it now. So once you download your video from Loom, you want to download, you'll be able to find it in your downloads folder. Yep, so right here, .mp4. So right now, we'll be jumping over to CapCut to teach you how to edit the video. Okay. So if you have CapCut set up, this is the login screen that you should see. Don't worry too much on logging first. Just click on New Project. Yep. So this is the screen that you should see. Let me walk you through this interface. Over here, it's where you're going to store all your media. So think of this as your media dump. This is your timeline. This is where you'll be editing your videos. And this is where you'll see the final output of your video. So let's import our video in. So to import, click on this import button. This is the video that we recorded earlier. Okay, import. So if you have multiple videos, you can click on the import button again and import the other stuff. Yep, so you're able to see, I scrub through all the different videos, photos, or even music that's available. Okay. So let's say we'll be editing this video that we recorded earlier. Click on it, drag, and drop it into the timeline. So once that's done, you'll see it over here. So depending on the ratio of the video, right now we're recording in a 9:16 ratio, which is the original ratio. If you want to record in a vertical format, let's say a TikTok format, you can go down and click 9:16. But you'll see your video would be scaled down a lot. What you want to do is click the video, expand it out, and you're able to drag and reposition the video. But for the purpose of this experiment, we'll be doing it in the original ratio. Okay. Let me increase my audio.
So let's say I make an error here.
So right now you can see the audio being played.
So let's say I make an error here. So let's say I make an error.
So like you can see, this part is the part we want to cut out because this part has been repeated over here. Play it again.
Let's say I make it to edit later. So let's say I make an error here. So let's say I make a
So this part we want to cut out. So what I'm gonna do, zoom in. You can use it through the zoom slider over here. Just zoom in with your mouse or trackpad. So how do we cut this part out? I'd like to introduce you to two tools. You click the tools over here, you can see select or split. Just focus on these two tools for today's workshop. To cut, press B as your blade. What I do is cut at the start of the area where you want to cut, and cut at the end of the video that you want to delete. So make sure that this is the part that you want to delete.
So let's say I make an error here. So let's say
To remove this part, simply press delete. So you can see, I'll do that again. Delete. The timeline automatically snaps onto here. So CapCut won't leave a gap in between any empty videos.
edit later. So let's say I make a
Okay, let's say you want to increase this silence to slightly longer. Instead of cutting it further down, what you can do is go to the corner of the video. As you can see my mouse, it turns into this tool. Depending on the video you highlight, you're able to click and drag to increase or decrease the length of the video. To increase the silence, I can increase this gap.
so let
To shorten it, I can click on it and reduce it over here. I can do it over the same at the other video as well.
later. So
this gap is much shorter. Okay, let's say you want to add subtitles to your video. CapCut has a function that enables you to do this automatically. So assuming you've done editing the video, cutting out parts that you don't want, cutting out long gaps, click on text, click on auto captions, and click on create. Give it a few seconds, and your captions will be created automatically. Yep, as you can see over here, all these orange parts, text is created. But you might be wondering, where exactly is the text? If you look in the video, it's a white text on a white background. So to fix that, one way we can do it is to drag the subtitles to somewhere that it's more visible. Yep. Another way you can do it, you click on the text, click on the orange area, scroll down, click on this down arrow, you will see the different preset styles. What you want to do is choose one style that suits you or the theme of the video. I like to go with this. So once that's done, all the subtitles would be fixed. Yep. I'll just pause here for 30 seconds. If you have any questions, feel free to put in the live chat. Okay, moving on. What you want to do now, after you ensure that all the captions are visible, is to make sure that they have the right spelling. So one way to do it is to scrub through the video and see if there's any spelling errors. So for example, this seems wrong. What I want to do is click on it, play the video to see what exactly the word is.
gap also. And if you see, I will shorten this gap also.
To change it, click on the tab, click here, click gap also. Another way you can fix this caption is click on captions, and you're able to see all the captions over here. To fix it, simply click on any one of the captions that you see has an error. So for example, the last one.
Rate stop button.
Let's add a full stop here. Click on it, simply add a full stop, and it's done also. So these are the two ways you can edit your captions. Okay, let's say you want to add any more photos or video also. Head back to this media tab over here. Let's include a photo, Let's include the music also. Click on it, drag over here. Let's say I want to add it at the start of the video. Okay. Yep, this looks good. Resize it, click on it, and you'll be able to see the four corners in white circles. Control the size and drag it using your mouse to the position that you desire. Okay. Yep. To extend it, once again, go to the side, click on it, and drag. Want to shorten it, drag it as well. Okay. Let's add the music also. So for your music, make sure it starts from the start. You don't want the music to suddenly come in at the 5-second mark. To do so, click on it, drag from the start. So if we play this video now,
And let's say I take a long break over here. I'm really going to shorten this gap also.
as you can see, the music overpowers the dialogue. So to fix this, what we want to do is increase either the video sound or decrease the audio. But for this, what you want to do is to decrease the audio. Because if we increase the video too much, it will sound very distorted. This example.
And if you see, when you record, you're also able to drag.
Yeah. So to undo, just press Command Z or Control Z. And to redo, Shift Control Z or Shift Command Z. Decrease the volume of the music. Click on it. Over here, you see an audio window pop up. Lower the volume down. I recommend -20. -20 is a good number to make sure that you're heard. Once that's done, play it again.
Get error here. So let's say I'll cut that part out later. We'll be learning how to cut different parts. And let's say I take a long break over here. We'll be learning how to long break.
So this sounds good. If you want to increase or decrease the volume, just change it over here. Okay, so as you can see, the music is much longer than the video. So to cut it, once again, press B, hit over here, cut it, press A, delete. Okay, so we're done with the video. We export it. Click on the export button over here. Change the title. Make sure that it's video exporting, not export audio. This should be your export settings, 1080p, H.264, and MP4. Once that's done, just click on export. So this should take a couple of seconds. Yeah, once that's done, click on open folder, and you'll be able to see the finished output over here.
So this is a sample
Yep,
that
with
we'll
your
be using to edit
subtitles.
later. So let's say I make an error here. So let's say I'll cut that part out later.
Okay, that's that. If you guys have any questions, feel free to put in the live chat again. Okay, so we're done editing our video. Next, we want to learn how to create a thumbnail. To do so, head on down to canva.com, www.canva.com. And we'll be creating two thumbnails. One will be the thumbnail for your video, and a second will be a thumbnail for your final project output. So let's start with the project output first. What I do is to create a design, right? Create custom size. For the width, it will be 800, and for the height, it will be 800 also. Take note of these numbers, 800 by 800 px. Once that's done, click on Create New Design. Okay, so you should be greeted with this white square over here. What's going to happen is that you'll be putting a short 5 to 10-second GIF, your final output over here. To record your GIF, you'll be using Loom as well. But for this, we'll be using a different settings. Click on Loom. Change this to screen only. We only want to see what the final code output is. So click on screen only and start recording a 5 to 10-second snippet of your final code output. Okay, once that's done, once you have downloaded the video, what you want to do is to import it into Canva. To do so, simply drag and drop your video. Automatically go to uploads over here. So let's say this is the project that I've done. Give it a while to upload. Okay, once that's done, click and drag it over here. It might not fit perfectly like in this example, but if it does, great. So let's say if we drag this video instead, because most likely you'll be recording a wide screen. When you drag it, you might be hiding key elements of your code. So to fix this, what we want to do is to make sure that all of your code can be seen. If there's part that you don't want it to be seen, you can crop it by clicking crop and just cropping accordingly. Yeah. But if let's say I want to show the entire screen, but I don't like these white borders, what we can do is change the colors of this. To do so, click on this color palette, and choose a color that matches the borders of the video. So for this example, it'll be black. So once that's done, this looks much more seamless. So click and drag until it's center aligned. You can see this crosshair. Once that's done, click on share, click on download, and for the file type, on GIF. We want it to be a GIF because we want it to be a loopable video. So click on GIF and click on downloads. So once that's downloading, there'll be a GIF. So right now we'll be learning on how to make our video thumbnail. So head back to canva.com. So two ways we can go about it. One of it is to create from scratch. Another is to leverage on Canva's amazing templates. So let's say I'm creating a Minecraft game. I could search Minecraft thumbnail. Okay. This don't appeal to me, so let's say I search gaming YouTube thumbnail. Okay, let's say I want to use this thumbnail. Click on it and click on customize this thumbnail, customize this template. Once that's done, the first thing you want to do is to hit on resize. So here on resize, scroll down. Okay, come on here and click on mobile video and click on resize. Oops, the wrong format. Okay, sorry, we'll be creating video 1920 by 1080 pixels. Click on resize. You have copy and resize. Okay. If it's too small, click on it. Oops, as you can see, I'm not dragging everything. Make sure everything is dragged. Click on the side, ensure everything is dragged, and expand it. Okay. Once that's done, you're able to change your text over here. Gamemakers. You can write Minecraft. If you want to change any elements, go to elements and search any stuff. You want to include a Minecraft character. You click on any graphics. Let's put it in here. Yep. Okay, let's see. Add this grass background also. Paste this picture. Okay. Once that's done, I'll click on share, click on download, and for this, we're downloading in a JPEG, the JPG. Click on it, click on download. Okay, so that's your thumbnails ready to go. So if you go to our downloads folder, you'll be able to see our GIF. So this loops infinitely. So once the video ends, it automatically starts again. This is your project output GIF. And for our video thumbnail, make sure it's in the right format. And with this, we've created a thumbnail, created a GIF, and we created a video also. So this wraps up our storytelling workshop. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the live chat or in the Discord Q&A later. Okay. And with that, we can head back to the Zoom call. Jerry, if you don't mind, you can put the Zoom link in the chat also. Thank you so much for attending, and we can't wait to see what projects you can come up with. Thanks so much for joining, everyone. If you guys have any further questions, you'll still stay on this stream for roughly 5 more minutes. Okay, we'll be closing the link in 2 minutes. If you guys have no further questions, we'll see you back in the Zoom call.